We're gonna lay back, starting on our backs today. Just lay flat, stretch your legs out, relax your arms, relax your entire body, just like you would in corpse pose. We're gonna close our eyes for a moment, take a few breaths, becoming present on our mat. We're going to count to 4 with each inhale and count to 8 with each exhale. And feel free to set an intention as we breathe for your practice or anything else. Let's start with a deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more time. We're going to open our eyes and bring our feet flat to the mat, about hip width distance, and we're going to windshield wiper over to the right. Turning on to the right side of your body. See if you can reach your left hand or the arm that's on top towards your left foot, or again, the foot that's on top. Without straining, if you don't touch it, that's fine. Take a deep breath here. And come back through center. We're going to take it over to the other side. And again, grab the heel. If it's not doable, please do not hurt yourself. Just reach for it. Take a deep breath. This is called chasing the cat's tail, or chasing the tail. And come back through center. And we're just going to windshield wiper a few times, back and forth. And bring your knees back to center. Lift the right leg high. We're going to climb the tree. Knee to nose. Take a deep breath here. Relax your shoulders. And release. Left leg comes high. We climb the tree. Again, relax your shoulders. Knee to nose. And release. Let's turn over to the right and come on up to a seat. If you have a block, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, that's okay. We don't need it. We're going to come into cow face pose. Left leg's on the bottom, right leg's on top. It doesn't need to be perfect. Do the best you can. Maybe your knees are spread apart. That's okay. Play around with bringing your feet in or out or in, whatever's more comfortable for your body. Whatever you do, just make sure both sits bones are on the mat. And we're going to either use our block and bring it to the side, and we're going to stretch our side over, bringing that left arm over the left ear, resting on the block. Or if you do not have a block, you can just bring your fingertips out to the side and stretch over that way. Keeping the chest open. Take a deep breath here. And let's round through, coming over to the other side. Again, both sits bones stay on the mat. Take a deep breath. And come on up. Let's switch the legs. Right leg comes under this time, and left leg over. Again, both sits bones on the mat. Play with the feet, see how it feels. Having them in closer or further apart. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, you can use the block if you'd like to rest on it. Opening up through the chest, reaching that right arm over right ear. Take a deep breath here. And come on up. Let's take it to the other side. You can also round through if you want an additional stretch. Keeping the chest open. Take a deep breath here. And come on up. Come into a regular seat. We're going to interlace the hands behind our back. Shoulder blades squeeze together as we open up through the chest. And we're going to slowly melt forward, hinge from the hips, lead with the chest. Let the hands come up towards the sky. And we're going to just round through the forehead, opening up through the shoulders and the chest. And stretching through the hands and the arms and the upper back. And gently tighten the core as you lift up. Release those hands. Feel free to warm up through your wrists with our usual wrist warm-ups. You can also place the backs of your hands, not the bottoms. Round through the back. And then place the fingertips to face you. Again, round through the back. And just do a couple wrist circles. Wiggle the fingers. You can do jellyfish hands. We just want to make sure that those little joints that we put so much pressure and weight on are taken care of. Okay, a couple shoulder rolls. 3 one way and 3 the other. And let's come on into a tabletop. We work our way from bottom to top, top to bottom, right? So there's usually a similar theme to each of my practices, but always targeting a different area of the body. So from here, we're going to kick the right leg up, curl the toes under, lift knee to chest on the opposite leg, bring it back down, kick it up, lift, kick, lift, kick. Keeping that belly button in and up towards the spine as we breathe. Warming up through the entire body, turning on all of the muscles. And bring it in. If you'd like to sit back, curl the toes under, sit back, warm up a little bit more through the wrists and the hands. You can also interlace the fingers behind the back, open the chest, shoulder blades together, hands draw down to the mat. Deep breath in, and gently release, come back to tabletop. Lift the belly button in and up. And we're going to take it to the other side. So we kick the left leg up, curl the toes under, lift the the opposite leg towards the chest. So inhale to kick, exhale to lift. One more time. Let's go ahead and fold our mat in half and bring our knees to the padded part. Hip width distance. Nice long spine, shoulders down. Feet are flat on the mat. We're gonna, as we back bend, you can bring the hands to the lower part of your back. So we're pushing out through the hips and the thighs as we look up towards the sky. Don't let your head just hang back. Keep it lifted. And we're going to bring fingertips to one heel, opening up through the chest, and come over to the other side. Again, pushing through the hips, open up through the chest, back to the other side. If you would like to try both hands, I recommend curling the toes under to give you some height. Feeling for both heels, and then pushing through the hips and the thighs, opening up through the chest. Shoulder blades come together. Take a deep breath here. And we gently release. So now we need to come into an opposing pose. We just arched our back, so now we want to round our back, right? So let's come into our tabletop and let's do a couple cat-cows. Starting with rounding your back. Hold this for 3 breaths. And then we can come through an arch, round it back through, arch, and round, arch, and round. Go ahead and sit back in a regular child's pose. Melt the forehead to the mat. Take a nice deep breath here, filling up the whole body with oxygen. One more time. And let's round through, back to tabletop, curl the toes under, lift those hips, pedal the feet, stretching through the backs of those legs and the ankles and the heels and the feet and the toes. Take a few deep breaths in your downward dog as you pedal through your feet. Jeez, I keep getting tripped up on my words here. Once you feel like your legs are nice and warm and limber, check your posture in your down dog. We're going to bring the right leg high as we inhale. We come through, knee to chest to exhale. Lift it back up, inhale. Knee to chest as we exhale, look forward. Lift it up, inhale. We exhale, bring it forward. And then we're gonna step it up, lower down, and rise up to your low lunge. Steeple grip. We're gonna sink forward into that front hip. Open up the chest, look up towards the sky. Deep breath in and exhale. Release. Pop on up, slide it back. Chaturanga. Drop your knees down to modify or use your blocks. You can also drop one knee down. We're going to breathe in to come forward. Exhale. Slowly lower down. Flip the feet. Open it up. In your upward facing dog, your legs, your knees, everything is suspended. The only thing touching the mat is the tops of your feet, all 5 toes, and both hands. Shoulders aren't here. They're lifted and back. Well, the neck is lifted away from the shoulders. Shoulders come back. From here, we're gonna lift the right leg and bring it behind. Open up through the chest. Coming into your wild thing. And we sit. Come on to your belly. We're gonna come into Sphinx pose. So elbows come under the shoulders. Belly is lifted off of the mat. Hands are nice and wide. Lift the right leg and grab the top of that foot. Stretch it in towards your glute. Take a deep breath. Half frog pose. Let's take it to the other side. Grab that top of the foot or the heel. Stretch it in towards the glute. Take a deep breath. And release. Coming back through Sphinx. We're going to bring hands right under each shoulder. Come back up to your high plank. And then down dog. Pedal the feet. Take a moment to breathe. Fill that body with oxygen. And then check your posture, down dog. And on your next breath in, left leg comes high. We're gonna exhale, knee to chest, look forward. Come back, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward. Come back, inhale, and exhale, knee to chest. We flex that foot, step it between those hands, drop down on that back leg. Slowly rise, come into neutral low lunge. Reach the arms overhead, steeple grip or Charlie's Angels fingers. The pointer fingers are out, shoulders relaxed. Sink into that front hip, open up through that chest. Shoulder blades come together, and we inhale. Exhale, release. Curl the back toes. Come back to your high plank. Chaturanga. Drop your knees to modify. Breathe in. Exhale. Lift the feet. Open it up. Legs are suspended in upward facing dog. Big breath in, lift the left foot, bring it behind. Open up that chest, open up those hips, and we lay on our belly, on our mat. Interlace those hands behind your back. We're gonna tighten the core, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, and lower. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, and lower. One more time, deep breath in, tighten that core. Exhale, lift, and lower. Hands under the shoulders. Come back to down dog. Paddle through the feet. Take a few deep breaths. On your next breath in, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. We exhale, again, come forward, knee to chest, look forward. Breathe in, three-legged. Exhale, knee to chest. Breathe in, and exhale, knee to chest. Flex that foot, step it between those hands. Rise up. Arms overhead. Steeple grip. Sink into that front hip. Open up through the chest. Push back with that heel. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come on back to that plank. Here, shoulder taps. Don't give up now. We're going to take a break in just a second. Deep breath in. Exhale, tap, tap. Bring those knees down. Bring them as wide as the mat. Big toes touch. Sit back on those heels. Melt the chest and the forehead to the mat. Relax the shoulders and arms. Take a few deep breaths. If you find that your booty is lifted in this position, then I suggest, instead of trying to reach your chest and forehead to the mat, sink that booty back and use a block to lift you up to keep you in child's pose. You want the glutes to be on the heels, and then eventually you'll be able to melt all the way down. Let's come forward, coming into tabletop. Back to down dog. Paddle the feet. Deep breath. Left leg comes high. Inhale. Exhale, we come forward. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, coming forward. One more time. We step it up. Stay lifted on that back foot. Rise up. Push back with the back heel. Arms overhead. Steeple grip. Sink into that front hip as we open that chest. Big inhale. And exhale. High plank. Knee to chest. Big breath in. Exhale. Alternating sides. Come right to down dog. Take a deep breath. Come on up to those tippy toes and let's walk it front. Coming into forward fold. Tailbone reaches for the sky. Micro bend in those knees. Let that torso hang heavy. Your head hangs heavy. Your arms. Take a deep breath. And let's slowly roll it up. Head comes up last. We inhale. Arms overhead. Exhale. Hands to heart. Melt the four corners of that left foot. We bring both feet together. Small micro bend in both legs. We're going to lift the right leg over the left. Maybe you bring that toe to the mat as a kickstand. Maybe you just cross it over, or maybe you wrap it around. Arms come out. Left arm underneath, we crisscross. Maybe the backs of the hands come together. Maybe you grab a hold of that thumb or bring both palms together. We lift the elbows, we sink a little deeper into eagle pose. Take a deep breath, don't lose your focus. If you need to hold on to a wall, go for it. And without undoing your arms, unravel the legs. Right knee comes high. Micro bend in that rooted leg. Come into warrior three. Keeping eagle arms, we deep bend in the front leg. Lift those elbows to the sky in warrior one. Let's come forward, bring the left shoulder to that knee. Tighten the core to lift your torso. And lift the elbows to the sky. Come back down. Keeping the outer part of that back foot really glued to the mat. We inhale one more time as we lift. Straighten on that front leg, unravel the arms. Heel toe into your warrior two. Arms come out, relax the shoulders. Tip it back, exalt it. Come back to warrior two. Reach front, tip right into your humble. And then straighten the front leg. If you need to bring that hand to your shin to open up to your triangle, you'll know because if you're rounding like so, you want to open up that chest. And when we give ourselves more height, we're able to open that chest more. Deep breath in. We exhale, slowly bend on that front leg. And let's step it up. Bending on that back knee. We're gonna hop right up. Back to our forward fold. Let it hang for a moment. Fill that body with oxygen. Slowly roll up. Head comes last. We inhale and exhale. Melt the four corners of that right foot into the mat. Coming into your Tadasana. Feet come together. Micro bend in both knees. You can bring your hands to your hips. We're gonna cross that left leg over now. So maybe you're here and you bring that toe to the mat for a kickstand, or maybe you just cross it or wrap it around. Arms come out. Right arm comes under. Maybe the backs of the hands come together, or you grab that thumb, or both palms come together. Lift the elbows, sink into your eagle. Find your focus. Take a deep breath. We gently unravel the leg. Lift the left knee. Micro bend in the rooted leg as you come into your warrior three. Deep bend in that front leg. Tip back into your warrior one. Open those elbows to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Bring shoulder to knee. You should be able to lift those front toes. Come on back up. Lift the elbows to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Tighten the core to lift. And exhale. Come on down. We lift back up. Straighten through that front leg. Heel toe. And unravel the arms. Coming into warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Keep an energy through those fingers. Tip it back. Exalt it. Deep breath in. We exhale back to warrior two and tip into humble. Open that chest, fingertips to the ground. Here we straighten on that front leg. If you need some height so that your chest is nice and open, you should be able to lean up right against a wall, flat, in triangle pose. So if you find that you're rounding forward, give yourself some height. We slowly begin to bend on that front leg, bend on that back leg, and we're going to step it up. Forward fold. Take a deep breath here. Slowly roll it up. Head last. Inhale. Exhale, let's dive it right down. Come into halfway lift, hands to your shins. Nice long spine. Perfectly long line from the crown of your head to the tailbone. Shoulders are back, chest is open. And slide it down. Hands to the mat. Step it back. Drop those knees down. We're coming into a tabletop here. We curl those toes under. Lift the knees 1 inch. Keep them lifted as we bring knees to chest, alternating the sides. Drop those knees down, swing them around, and we're going to come onto our backs. Gently roll back, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift both feet to the sky. And we tap the ankles. Tap, tap, as we breathe. Hug it in. Take a deep breath. Legs come back up. Charlie's Angels fingers come on over to the left. And we just pulse. Little baby pulse. Keep that chin away from your chest. Let that side do all the work. Hug it in, take a break, take a breath. Take 1 more breath. Bring those feet up. Charlie's Angels fingers. And this time we come over to the right. Again, just a baby pulse. Let that oblique pull you up. Hug it in. You should really feel your core on fire. Lift back up. I know we're almost done. Don't cuss me out. No, it's fine. Cuss me out. Cuss me out. Thank me later. You know how it goes. Feet are flexed. Hands down on the mat. Your entire back is on the mat. And we're going to let the lower core lift you. So it's not a very big movement. It's very small. But you're really pulling from that lower core. Instead of going like this, let that core do the work. Very slow and controlled, but you should even feel it by now. 5 more. Hug it in. Now, if you let your core do all the work, then your core should be on fire right now. Give yourself a little back massage. We're going to do recline pigeon. I know how much everybody loves regular pigeon, and we didn't get to it, the regular pigeon, so we're going to do recline instead because it feels amazing. So we're going to cross right foot over left and lift. Left shin is parallel with the sky. We wrap our hands around the back of the left thigh and bring the legs in towards the chest. We don't need to be up here. Keep your tailbone as much on the mat as you can. Take a deep breath here. And release. Left leg crosses over. Right shin parallel with the sky. We wrap our hands around the thigh of the right leg and bring everything in. Again, keep the tailbone as much on the mat as possible. You should still feel an incredible stretch through that left leg and thigh and hip and glute. Take one deep breath. And go ahead and lower it down. And we're gonna do the chase your tail one more time. So feet hip width distance, and we windshield wiper over to the right. Grab for that heel. If you need to lift it a little, you can. And try to melt both shoulder blades on the mat. And take a deep breath. And let's take it to the other side. Grab for that heel. Both shoulder blades on the mat. And take a deep breath. Last but not least, we're going to do, not bridge pose, we did bridge pose yesterday. We're going to do plow pose. We haven't done that in a while. So we're going to lift legs up to the sky, hands down by our side. We're going to push off, coming onto our shoulders. Toes touch the ground, or maybe not, maybe they're lifted. The goal in this position is to have a nice straight back, a nice long neck coming onto the shoulders to eventually come into a shoulder stand. But work on perfecting one pose at a time. There's nothing wrong with modifying. I still need to work on getting my spine straight in plow pose, and I know that. And we're going to come out of it nice and safe. Hands come to the ground. Keep the knees nice and close to your face as you come down one vertebrae at a time. Use those hands as brakes to slow you down. You do not want to come out of this pose fast. Nice and slow, nice and gentle with that spine. And then hug everything in, bring knee to nose. We're counterbalancing that pose. And let's come on into our corpse pose. I don't have my drum here today. Sorry if you guys have really enjoyed that. You want to grab a blanket or a pillow, place it right under your lower back, and lay back gently into your corpse pose. If you don't have a blanket or a pillow, get cozy. Well, everyone should get cozy. Find your sweet spot where you're nice and comfortable. And then I want you to scan your body for any tension. Specifically, the glutes hold a lot of tension, the jaw holds a lot of tension, the neck and the shoulders hold a lot of tension. So just check out your body, make sure you're not holding on to any tension. If you want to have one hand on your heart and one on your belly, or your hands can be out to the side, whatever's more comfortable. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to breathe nice and slow and controlled breaths, just like we do in the beginning. Doing our best just to be in the moment, keeping a nice clear mind and staying present. We're going to be here for a few minutes, so if this is not your jam, feel free to end the video now. Otherwise, let's journey into our Savasana now. Let's gently begin to wiggle our toes and our fingers, slowly waking up through the body, never coming out of corpse pose quickly, just being really gentle with yourself. We don't want to disturb our peace by jumping out of this pose and hurrying along. Let's bring the feet to the mat. If you do have a blanket or pillow or a towel underneath you, we're going to just lift those hips up into bridge pose to remove whatever item it is, nice and gently. And come on back. And let's slowly turn to one side and come on up into a seat, nice and gently. If you'd like to end sitting up on your block, feel free. You don't need to, just a regular seat is fine. I feel great. I hope you guys feel great too. This is what I call yoga stone, this euphoric, floaty feeling. Like I just feel like I just floated on water, you know? It's the best. Anywho, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down. We're gonna take a nice big inhale as we reach the arms overhead. Hold the breath, looking up at those hands. And exhale. Release. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. Look up and hold. And exhale. Release. Hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me for day 21 of Evolve. It was amazing. I feel amazing. I hope you do too. Please like and subscribe if you do. And I hope to see you back for tomorrow. Namaste. Love you guys.